If you are new to the cryptocurrency markets, then you need to hear this. In fact, if you've been around in crypto for years, you probably still need to hear this because we get so conditioned to bearish market conditions and not a lot's happening that we forget how crazy it gets when the greed starts coming in. And we slowly but surely, as the numbers keep going up, start neglecting other parts of our life. But I'm here to tell you that there are some things that are way more important than just throwing in some damn gains, okay? Because if you make a bunch of money this cycle, and I've got some exciting news for some of you guys, some of you are gonna make stupid amounts of money, more money than you ever thought was possible to make. Because when altcoin season kicks off, when the crypto market cycle really starts peaking and going absolutely nuts, huge amounts of money are made in a very short amount of time. But a lot of people will sacrifice everything to get there. And I got to tell you, it's not worth it. As someone who's sacrificed my health before and time with family and friends and all that stuff, I got to tell you, it's absolutely not worth it. So here is a bit of a wake-up call for some of you that you need to hear, okay? So listen the heck up. The gains are great, but unless you get the rest of this in order, not only are your gains going to suffer, but you're going to suffer. And the first thing is your health, your physical health, okay? You need to look at your health as if it is part of your portfolio. Yes, okay, there are times when, you can let things ride a little bit. I get it. But you cannot neglect this for very long, okay? You gotta get out there. You gotta hit the gym, okay? You gotta go for walks. Seriously, take it seriously. Because here's the thing, you're gonna go out and make all this money and then what? Be in terrible shape, okay? Put on an extra 10, 15, 20 kilos? Come on, man, you know, okay? If you're gonna make all this money, you should be living your best possible, abundant, beautiful life. Okay, so take the health part very, very seriously, okay? Eat well, especially if you make a bunch of money. Come on, stop eating junk, man. I know a guy, and he makes a lot of money every year, and he still eats the just total garbage food. I'm like, man, you can afford to buy like organic food and stuff, and no, it doesn't do that. Eat nice food, okay? Get physical exercise in. Plus, all that physical exercise, guess what? It's gonna help make you more on point, sharper, okay? You'll feel more energized. You'll feel more ready to get out here and absolutely crush it every single day. The second is your mental health. Now, look, the mental health game in crypto is really tough. And anybody who tells you that it isn't is, I don't know, just full of crap. Because here's the thing. You need to lock the heck in for the next 3 to 6 to 12 months, however long the rest of this bull market phase is gonna last. But you still need to get your sleep. Okay, you don't sleep, you're not on your A game. And the greed and the fear that start happening during this period are absolutely crazy. It's gonna get to your head, okay? You're gonna be all stressed out. There's gonna be all kinds of crazy stuff happening, okay? But you need to be taking care of your mental health, okay? Seriously, because if you're not taking care of your mental health, well, the market's gonna take care of it for you, which means that you're gonna be constantly awash in the sea of emotions, despair, and fear constantly. You won't be able to make good decisions. If your day-to-day is driven by simply the fear and greed based on the price of what your assets are doing, you're screwed, man. You're not gonna do well. And you're gonna be up till 3 in the morning staring at your screen like this. It's not good. You're not locked in, okay? You're not on your A game, okay? You're an addict. You're staring at your screen all day, watching the 2-minute chart. Come on, okay? You gotta take your mental health seriously, which means you need to take breaks. You need to get your sleep in, okay? You need to get out and touch grass once in a while, all that kind of stuff. And then people will say, don't go touch grass, time to lock in and be on your screen 16 hours a day. No, you underperform. You underperform if you hear too much. Let me tell you, if someone who's done that before, okay, you are going to underperform, okay? Being perpetually online is not a bonus. It's a detriment to what's going to happen in your portfolio because guess what? You start looking at everything everywhere. I've got to get this and that and next thing. This guy's making money to jump into that and you underperform. Okay, you have to have a little bit of conviction. You have to believe in something, and believing in something and having conviction helps you have better mental health, helps you sleep better at night instead of trying to chase like a dog chasing cars, okay? You're going to get run over. The next is the drugs and alcohol equation. Now look, I'm not here to tell anybody how they should have a good time or not, right? But I can definitely see that making money can bring out the worst in people, okay? And you have to be aware of that. If you're the kind of personality that is going to run to drugs, alcohol, other vices when the money comes in, then you need to re-examine yourself, because guess what? If you are in a situation where you take a big loss, so you go and drink or do drugs, you get a big win. Oh, it's time to celebrate. Time to drink and do drugs. You're hungover all the time. You're making bad decisions. There's no way that you're going to be on your A game. There's no way you're going to be totally locked in. And look, if you want to be living your best, most abundant life, that's not the path to it. And again, you guys do whatever you want to do with your spare time to have fun, right? I'm not saying don't go have a drink once in a while or something like that, right? I have a glass of wine once in a while, sure, fantastic. But here's the thing. If this is your go-to for any time the market's moving a little bit, your coping mechanism, your celebration mechanism, you're drinking too damn much because, hey, guess what? Well, I just made a bunch of money, so I'm going to buy a $500 bottle of scotch or something and nail the whole thing. Again, you're going to be in trouble. And I would just ask you that if you're that kind of personality, re-examine things, okay? Re-examine why you're doing this, because here's the thing. If you're going to make a bunch of money, all that's going to happen is these habits are going to be amplified. You're going to be able to buy better booze, better drugs, more of them, more often, have more time to do them. And guess what's going to happen to your mental health? Down the drain. Your physical health? Down the drain. You made all this money for what? For what? To get messed up all the time? Is that your big goal in life? Great, I made $1 million. Now I can just take the year off and get drunk for a year, be hungover every single day. Man, if that's the goal, you're missing the big picture. Hey, before we get on to talking about the stress part, okay, because this is very, very important too, and we got a few other very critical tips. I hope that you're enjoying this kind of video. I know it's not the usual like, hey, Bitcoin's gonna go to the moon kind of video, but I really think this is an important part of the game. That being said, we do have to throw in a quick shout out to one of our affiliate partners, of course, which is BitUnix. Guys, they've got a crazy deal going on right now for all of you cryptocurrency traders out there. If you want to take advantage of a no KYC exchange, so literally you can trade with privacy over here. So no KYC, fantastic exchange, great deep liquidity across all the major altcoin and big cap coin pairs. And here's the deal. You can get a up to $200 deposit bonus. So you deposit $2,000, you get $200 back, which is pretty damn awesome. Plus you can get up to 6 Solana depending on your trading volume. So that's an insane deal. Link down below. That's step one. Click on that link. Deposit $2,000 or more to get the $200, but you can also get smaller deposit bonuses as well, $100, $50, depending on how much you deposit, and start trading, and you'll get those deposit and trading volume bonuses. Go check it out, link down below. Now, let's get back into the conversation, because now I want to talk about stress. I know what you're thinking, Lark, leverage trading can be stressful. Yes, it can be stressful. You don't use a stop loss and don't manage your risk by position sizes and stuff like that. I've got leverage positions open that don't stress me out at all. Okay, because I use stop losses because I am patient and wait for my entries, okay? Anyway, stress is a very interesting thing in crypto because there's always going to be some level of stress when you have a bunch of money on the line, right? And it's all relative. For some person, $10,000 is going to be a very stressful position to manage. For other guys, it's going to be $10 million, okay? Don't try to compare yourself to where other people are in their game, okay? But here is one simple reality. A lot of you guys, you know, you're going to take on way too much damn risk. You're going to be too balls deep in the market all the time. If you cannot sleep because of you're worried about loss, you've taken on too much risk. If the thought of you losing your position puts you in a position where you're thinking, holy crap, how am I going to feed my kids this week if this trade doesn't work out? You've taken on way too much risk. And that might sound crazy, but literally people do this. I get the craziest DMs from people saying that they've lost it all and now they don't know how they're going to pay their rent next month and stuff like this. It's like, guys, please, you're taking on way too much risk. And I know you think, well, if I can just make it on this one trade, that's not how it works. It's a game of probabilities, okay? It's a game of, statistics. Okay, some of your trades aren't going to work out. It's just the way it is. Don't take on too much risk. It's the number one factor that's going to drive your stress levels through the damn roof. Okay, we say never invest more than you can afford to lose in crypto. It's true. It's true. Why do you guys keep investing more than you can afford to lose? Okay, if all your crypto bags went to zero tomorrow, how would you feel? How would you be financially? For the answer for a lot of you guys, and I know crypto is the best place to make money when the bull market gets going, but it's also a place where you can lose everything like that. okay? So please manage your risk accordingly. Don't get into too many low cap shitters, okay? Don't take on too much leverage. When I do my leverage trading, by the way, over at places like BitUnix, I've been trading there quite a bit recently. When I do my leverage trading, it's like 1% of my portfolio max. And it's usually not even that much. It's usually like 0.1% of my portfolio on a trade, okay? 3x leverage, keep it low. Risk of liquidation, low. Total risk to portfolio, low. Total gains, if I get it right, enough to make it worth my time. So please manage your stress. And again, go back to points 1.2, the health and the mental health part. That's gonna help you manage your stress a lot as well. Sleeping, eating well, reducing the drugs and alcohol, okay? All that stuff just makes you feel more stressed if you get it wrong and less stressed if you get it right, okay? Okay. Do not neglect your family and friends. That's the next point. Do not neglect your family and friends. Okay, I know. We're going back to basics, but this stuff is an important reminder for you because guess what? Again, as the market gets crazy, the temptation is gonna be, I gotta be here 16 hours a day and be watching the 15-minute charts and all this bullshit, and you just do not need to do that, okay? Here's some fun facts for you. You're gonna die, okay? But before you die, a lot of people are gonna die. It's true, right? I'm reminded of this Ray Dalio story. I was thinking about this as I was walking back from picking my son up at school. You can't buy anybody back. Ray Dalio, he's multi-billionaire. He lost his son in a car crash a few years ago. And, as a father, I was thinking about that, and it's just, I'm sure if you asked Ray Dalio today, he would give every single penny of his billions of dollars to have his son back. There's no way he would. There's no way. And it puts it in perspective for you because making money is fantastic. We all love making money. It's a vibe, man. It's cool. Buy nice things, have more financial security, all that stuff. Fantastic, great. But guess what? All the money in the world is not gonna buy your parents back. Okay, they're not gonna be here forever. Pick up the damn phone and call them. Okay, go visit them. Be there for your kids 20 years down the line. Your kids aren't gonna remember that you were Dad was locked in, man. It was in the meme coin trenches. No, they're just gonna remember Dad wasn't there for a year, right? So don't let it consume your life completely. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, man. It really isn't. The money is fantastic. We all love money, and yeah, okay, you need to take advantage of the opportunities while they're here, but it doesn't require letting it consume your entire life. That's you just mismanaging your time, okay, and neglecting your family. You don't need to do it because your kids growing up, that's unrepeatable, okay? Your parents not gonna be here forever, seriously, okay? So get out there, connect with friends and family. Do not neglect personal relationships during this bull market period. I know it's tempting to do so. Lock yourself in that room for 16 hours a day and just completely let everything go to shit, but that's not how you're gonna win. Because you have to ask yourself this, and this is the final point. Then we're gonna, finish up the pep talk here, okay, guys? But I really believe this stuff's important. That's why I'm making this video, and this video is probably not gonna be very popular because I'm not telling you guys what coin to go buy or that this coin's gonna go up or whatever bullshit that you guys love to watch on a regular basis. But I think this stuff's super important, okay? As somebody who's been there, made these mistakes, I hope that you've made it to this point in the video. Anyway, you gotta ask yourself the question: what are you really doing all this shit for? Okay, no, really. If you're just doing this to get watches and cars, then you're lost, and I don't know, what the hell's the point, man? I'm gonna tell you this as somebody who has, some nice watches, and I've got a nice car, and these things are great, okay? They're fantastic, but I only upgraded my lifestyle when buying these things was such an inconsequential amount of my total net worth that it just didn't matter, okay? It was never the point of doing any of this stuff, right? The point of getting millions of dollars was not to buy watches and cars. It still isn't. What it's really about, financial security, taking care of my family, having the freedom to go where I want, when I want, do what I want with who I want, all that kind of stuff. That's what it's really about. Freedom, family, security. That's what money should be the goal for. If you're just doing it for stuff, don't know what to tell you, man. It's not worth it. I hope this is a useful video. I know it's not the usual kind of video, but I hope you appreciate it nevertheless. Thanks for watching. Bye.